let's just say you start a lash line and you use your grandmother's name. Let's say her name is Pearl and you call it Pearl Lashes, and you spend all your money on packaging, branding, advertising, and one day you wake up and you're scrolling on Instagram and you see a sign or a picture that says Pearl Lashes coming soon, and it's not your business, you are going to be devastated. Hey y'all, welcome back to The Kurlz. My name is Janelle and I am the founder and CEO of Kultured Kurlz, LLC. Today I have an exciting video for you all, especially you small business owners. Even if you haven't gotten started yet, these business essentials will help you because you're going to need these in order to keep your business afloat. So I don't want to hold you too long. I have my notebook so I do not get sidetracked or so I do not ramble. We're going to get right into this video. Number one, you are going to need a website. A website is going to host your products. It's also going to help you ship your products out, send emails to your customers every once in a while, and it's also going to help you when it comes to tax time. So you want to find the perfect website that is going to help you utilize every single tool that you're going to need in your business. So I would definitely look at all the different websites that are out there. There's Etsy, there's Shopify, there's Wix, there's Squarespace. Whatever one works best for you, I would definitely say check to see if there's any fees that'll come out, see what platforms they allow you to use within the website. Also make sure that it sticks with your budget. So definitely do your research. There are a lot of great websites out there, but you don't want to just go with one just because it was the first one that you clicked on. Do your research first. Number two, your business entity. You want to choose whichever one is perfect for you. I went with an LLC because that was easiest for me as far as someone who makes hair care products and sells them. But I also work alone. So say if you work with someone else, if you and a friend are starting a business together, you might want to go as a partnership. So definitely check with a tax professional, see which one works best for you and your business. Number three, a vendor's license. Now, you're going to need a vendor's license depending on what your state requires you to have. So definitely check your state website. A vendor's license will also help you with your taxes, but it's required if you are selling taxable goods. So also check with a tax professional because you're going to need it eventually, and you want to make sure that you have it on hand. Number four, a P.O. box. A P.O. box is super important. I don't want nobody knowing where my personal address is, so I got a P.O. box to keep myself safe. Wherever I ship products to, wherever my customers get products, they will see a shipping label with Kultured Kurlz labels on them, but they'll also see my P.O. box. And if they have to return anything to me, then they'll also send it back to the P.O. box. You don't want anyone knowing where you live, especially for your website. Your website is going to have your address on there. So I would definitely say get a P.O. box so that anyone who's coming to your website, they might not be buying from you. They might just be lurking. And so you want to make sure that you have your P.O. box on there so that your personal house, your personal space is protected. Number five, you're gonna need a trademark. Trademarks are super expensive, but it'll save you in the long run from any legal trouble or from anyone trying to steal your name. When you work in any industry, there are a lot of people who lack creativity. Even though you might not, there are people out there who will steal your name, especially if it is not protected under a trademark. Now, nobody's paying me to say any of this. I have a trademark. I didn't have one when I first started out in 2018. I was under a different name, and the person who had the same name as me didn't have a trademark either. But you would have spent more money. You're going to spend more money in court trying to fight for your name versus just spending the money on the trademark right off the bat. But definitely make sure that it's the name that you want. So, for example, let's just say you start a lash line and you use your grandmother's name. Let's say her name is Pearl and you call it Pearl Lashes, and you spend all your money on packaging, branding, advertising, and one day you wake up and you're scrolling on Instagram and you see a sign or a picture that says Pearl Lashes coming soon, and it's not your business, you are going to be devastated. So spend the money now, save up your coins, definitely get a lawyer to do it, because if you mess up on that trademark, girl, you do not get your money back. So save your money, get your trademark, protect yourself now so you do not have to fight in court for your name. Number 6 is an EIN number. Your EIN goes hand in hand with your business entity. So let's say you are Pearl Lashes and you name yourself Pearl Lashes LLC. Your EIN number is going to be linked to Pearl Lashes LLC. And it's going to come in handy as well for when you get ready to do your taxes, because your tax forms are going to require you to list your LLC or your EIN in your LLC. And another reason why your EIN will come in handy is what I'm going to mention in the next business essential. But an IRS EIN is completely free. You just go on the irs.gov website and you fill out the form, and then you get your EIN number the same day. So if you haven't gotten your EIN yet, go ahead and get it. It's the cheapest thing on this list. Number 7 is a business bank account. Your business bank account is so important for your finances. You do not want to mix your personal finances with your business finances, especially if you're someone like me who still works a 9-to-5. You do not want to be pumping gas using your business card if it's not for a business trip. You do not want to be taking your friends out for dinner if it's not a business dinner. And when I say business dinner, I mean, let's say you're taking your lawyer out to lunch. You're thanking them for giving you your trademark. Let's say, oh, let's go out to lunch. I want to take you out to lunch, or I want to buy you a coffee. Then I would say, okay, yeah, you might be able to use your business bank account then. However, I wouldn't even test it then. I would definitely just keep it strictly for your business. And so at the end of the year, when you go to do your taxes, you have the money, or when you have to purchase something for your business, like let's say you have to restock on inventory, you have the money in your business bank account because you didn't spend it on something personal. Definitely keep everything separate, because then if you're using business money to take care of personal expenses, you are basically stealing from your business, and don't do that. Keep everything official, keep everything separate. It'll save you in the long run. Okay, so now we can finally get on to simple business essentials that aren't legal. So I am not a tax professional at all. My personal experience is what I'm giving you. So everything that I mentioned prior to these next set of essentials is all something that I would suggest talking to an expert on. But like I said, this is just my personal experience. So let's get into the next set of business essentials. Number 8, shelves. You are going to need shelves to stock your merchandise, stock your inventory, so you can keep everything off the tables that you don't want on the tables, and there should be nothing on the floor because that's considered unsanitary. So definitely, whatever you need to put on shelves, keep it on the shelves. I am going to put some links in the description box to where you can get some really good quality shelves from, shelves that I use. Of course, over time, as you grow, the shelves that you have now might get bigger. You might need some bigger shelves. So I would definitely say invest in what works for you now, or go ahead and go big or go home. Buy the biggest shelves out there, because you know years from now you're going to need that space anyway, or you might launch and then you might make a meal in your first launch. You never know. And then from there, you're going to need bigger shelves. But do what works for you now. Do what you're comfortable with. Number 9, tables. I have 2 tables so far. My tables, I keep everything completely separate from my business and my paperwork. So all of my formulating essentials, they're all kept on separate tables. So there's no cross-contamination. So there's no confusion. So there's no overload. So there's nothing out of order. Everything is in its rightful place. Nothing, from my business and paperwork and shipping table gets onto my formulating table. So definitely start out with a table that has enough room for you, elbow room so you can formulate, room so you don't have to knock anything over. Just make sure that you get a nice size table. There are tables everywhere. You can get tables from Walmart, Target, Lowe's, wherever you need to get a table from. I would definitely say that if you are formulating, get a table that it can be easily cleaned. Get a table that doesn't show everything that you done spilled on there. A stainless steel table is the way to go. They are a lot more expensive, but they work for you in the long run, trust me. Number 10, Notepads. Notepads are super important. I'm using one right now. I have one for my formulations. I have one for my scatterbrain ideas. I have one, of course, for YouTube. I have one for IG posts, and I have one for Pinterest. I have a notebook for literally everything. They're going to come in handy because you're going to be writing things down along the way. And you might just be writing down ideas. You might just come up with something in the spur of the moment and you want to write it down. So get you a stack of notebooks that come in bulk and just keep them off to the side and just write in them as you need them, but you're definitely going to need them. I also keep tracking numbers on a separate notebook. So when customers order something, I write down their tracking number. Yes, Shopify does keep it in on the website, but it's also good to have it on hand just in case maybe you can't get into the website at the moment and a customer contacts you on IG saying, hey, where's my order? And you say, well, what's your tracking number? And she gives you the tracking number, or she gives you her first and last name because she doesn't know the tracking number. You can go into your notebook and you can look up the tracking number really quick. So definitely invest in some notebooks. Number 11, storage drawers. Now, storage drawers are going to be important to keep things out of the public eye, or to keep things out of just a space where lint and dirt and hair, and if you have pets, dander can fall onto. You want to keep those things out of the way, especially if you're working from home. You're going to want to make sure that anything that is glass doesn't get broken. You're going to want to make sure that your labels or whatever is stored away so they're not all over the place. So I definitely keep my beakers in a drawer, my glass stirrers in a drawer. I keep my cleaning supplies in one drawer. I keep my gloves stacked away somewhere else. My satin bags, my velvet bags, they're all stacked away as well in a storage drawer. The storage drawers will also help free up a lot of space. So you can keep them up under your table so that you have an open space to formulate or move around or do whatever you're going to be doing in your workspace. You're going to want as much space as possible. So storage drawers will come in handy as well. Number 12, cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies, especially during this time, you are going to need them. You're going to need them regardless, but you're going to want to make sure that your space is clean around the clock, especially if you're down there formulating or shipping products at the time. You're definitely going to want to clean in between each item that you might ship, or every 12 items that you ship out. You're going to want to wipe down your space again. Every single product that you let's say you're making lip gloss, and let's say the cherry blossom lip gloss is finished and now you're making a peach lip gloss. You want to wipe down your space before you switch to another lip gloss, because you don't want any type of cross contamination. You don't want anything sticky from the last batch that you just made getting onto your new batch. So wipe down everything. Also, buy a bunch of alcohol, because you're going to need alcohol when you are shipping out your products. I personally use alcohol to wipe down each product before, or the jar or the bottle, before I put it into a velvet or a satin bag to send it out to a customer. You don't want to wake up and you have an email that says, I got pink eye from you, girl. Like, I touched your product and now my eye burning. It's red. I don't know what's going on. You want to make sure that your area is completely sanitary, not just for you, not just for your employees or your future employees, but you also want to make sure that it's safe for your customers. Your customers should come first, but always make sure that you are safe as well. Number 13, organizers. Organizers are going to come in handy for when you have multiple pieces of paperwork that shouldn't be mixed together. So let's just say you have your orders. You don't want to mix your order paperwork with your expenses. You might want to keep them separate. So especially when tax time comes around, all of your expenses are kept in a separate folder. You can just open it right on up and just type all the information in, or add it all up and type it in, and then you can be done with it. Also, I keep my formulations in a separate folder. I keep my brand ambassadors in a separate folder so that nothing gets lost, so everything is in its rightful place. Make it as simple for yourself as possible so that you do not get lost or frustrated during tax time, or when you are transitioning to, like a new storage place or wherever you go. You don't want your paperwork getting lost or getting confused. So buy some organizers, buy them in a pack. It'll save you in the long run. It'll save you a big headache. Number 14, and this is the last on the list, it's packaging. Packaging it'll start out very bland maybe, or maybe you might start out with some very exclusive packaging with your name on it. Whatever it is, packaging is important for your branding. As of right now, I only have bland packaging. I use just gray or white or brown mailers to send off my orders. But on the inside of the boxes are satin bags, my thank you cards. Also, I keep the packing slip in there. You want to make your presentation look as nice as possible because people are going to remember your presentation and they're going to remember your product. So definitely make sure that your packaging is on point, but make sure that it's in your budget as well. Okay, so we finally made it to the end of the video, and those were 14 essentials that I can think of. Now, if you think of something else that I did not mention, definitely leave some comments down below on what I might have missed. We can help everybody. No information should be left unshared. We should be sharing everything, all of our knowledge with everyone. Everybody can win, so definitely share what you know. As far as like what I said, add on to it. We can all help each other. But this is also the time where I let you guys know that I need you to do something for me. I need you to make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and make sure that you also click the bell so you get notified every single time I post on this channel. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Thank you. Bye, y'all.